An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Locke to the right side to Eric Ebron. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's Locke. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped. Before he could even get started.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Run him off.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first is Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. Room to run inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Simon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Being chased, and he's going to go down again. John Simon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well. Now Mack. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't throw up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. A dump down to Turbin. Shedding through the defense, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Little route.
Strengths the best. And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. To throw is Luck. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Fletcher Cox. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete. Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation. Maybe just run up the middle? Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Wentz now to throw. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone. And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it,
get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Luck on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 20 yards. On first down, Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. On first and 10, Luck. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it with men. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll get it up the middle. And he is not going to get in, as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go.
The final shot before half for Wentz. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards on the play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is
fighting for the end zone? He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football for him?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Here's Locke. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Margus Hunt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Wentz to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run by Mack to start the drive. And they'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Staying on the ground with Mack. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now we're carrying from Madden. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On the run, it's Robert Turner. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And an alley to run. And room inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline, yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Off of play action, Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Hunt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
This is crazy.
So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run here with Turner. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll run him back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Luck now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play.
He was a clutch quarterback, bro.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope to... No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team that has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.